before we start, one of your antlers is drooping. No, what is it? Antler or
would
cactus?
Would you just call me
Drooping antler. So I think is that one of
How dare you?
Is that one of Santa's reindeers? Droopy, Dancer, Prancer, Rudolph.
Do you hear me laughing?
Drooper. No, but I can hear you jingling.
Disgusting.
Can you give us a jingle?
How dare you insult
Are you gonna
me,
keep those-
insult my antlers at all, ever? I am
Are you
fuming!
going to keep those on the whole time?
Yes.
Are you sure?
Yes, I
'Cause
will
you
probably leave them on in the shower too.
I know what you're going to do. I know what you're going to do. You won't let me. You're going to do it, aren't you?
No,
you can't just let
right.
me do one episode without me having an hour of editing on the intro to cut you, making
Listen,
me.
you know I would never do that.
Right. I'm
I'm
Rick.
Rick.
Ah, chip off.
I'm Rick.
I'm Rick.
Rick.
A dad who's. Right. Please.
Okay.
I'm
I'm
Rick.
Rick.
Well, if you want to get out of studio before midnight, now's the time to work with me on
What's
this.
your name?
I'm Rick.
And I'm Yoni.
I'm Rick. A
No,
dad.
I'm Yoni.
Okay.
I'm Rick.
Can you just stop here? It's just not. I like. This is the thing. Idiots.
Shaking my bells in joy.
You idiot with your bells. I'm Rick, a dad who still remembers Blockbuster Friday nights.
And I'm Yoni, a teen who streams everything instantly.
This is
The Generation Gapcast. No. No.
bobbly bobbly boo.
Sounded constipated.
Is that the noise you make when you're constipated? Can't do this.
Whenever you're trying to make a serious point, I'll just give you a little.
Okay, so let me just describe what we can see here. Yoni is wearing some plastic spectacles with no lenses.
They're actually not plastic. They're part of me.
Oh, right. Okay. On above each eye is a bow, and then above the bow is a antler with some sequins on it. No, that's not all the outfit. Oh, no, hang on. Oh, and there's a nose piece with a red dot on. And on his head, he's wearing a headband with two reindeer.
Two reindeers.
Two reindeer, not z. I think it's
Reindeer.
reindeer. Reindeer rot. And they've got antlers and they've got smiley faces and they've both got bells underneath and they're on springs.
You know what? I can't wait.
Why can't you wait?
I can't wait to draw Arsenal in the next round.
Right, we're just well, we might know this now. So this will be live.
Should we record our reaction?
Should we do a live reaction to the Carabao Cup? The cup
Hello,
that no
Jamie
one cares
Redknapp.
Anyway,
You want me to stop shaking my bells around?
please, willy nilly.
You want me to stop shaking my bells around? Willy
Willy nilly. You can't even get the gag. One.
Number one.
Who's that? Chelsea.
Chelsea
versus Chelsea. This is like one of those terrible.
Mr. Moss, if you're listening to this, Mr. Moss will be.
This is one of these
Chelsea
terrible watch-alongs versus Man City.
Arsenal v Crystal Palace. That's not a good draw for them. It's
This
a
is
very
really,
good draw for us.
And you think that the content we provide isn't groundbreaking? We're talking about something which would have happened.
Like Mark Goldbridge.
What? Hang on, wait. What day is it today? Wednesday. So, but this will be out Friday. So 2 days later, it's going to be us, isn't it?
Us.
Obviously,
yeah,
it has to be. It's 2 legs, so it's home and away. Newcastle. Well, I'd rather. Yeah.
Well, thing is, would you first leg away?
Yeah, but that's okay.
That's really the best.
Yeah. Anyway, can we move on now because it's obviously very boring for people.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Your antlers still. Can you?
What did you just call me?
Nothing. Droopy. Can you over your right eye, left eye? Your antlers drooping.
Sorry, I'm trying to drink, but my glasses keep on colliding with the glass.
Colliding. Your nose is getting stuck on the rim of the. Are you not meant to put the nose over your nose? Like.
Hello. According to my calculations, it appears that.
No, that's not. It's like a sort of.
Right, time for me to whip the camera out.
Right. What, to see what you look like?
My Face ID is not working. Fantastic.
Of course, it's not working because you're wearing reindeer glasses, and that I'll be very worried if your Face ID did work. You do look very pretty.
Yeah, it really brings out my eyes.
It brings out everything. Least of all your stupidity. Hang on, wait.
So what has happened this week, Mr. Ricky?
We went out into London. Can you stop doing that? Bubbly. Nah.
Can you stop doing that?
Well, it's been a very exciting week.
Has it?
Yeah, for Yoni.
Oh, yeah, it has.
Can you not do that? It's really annoying because I'm going to have like your jingling balls all the way through the
Right,
podcast.
can we not speak about our jingling balls in public?
Well, it's like terrible sound effects that you download off Tinternet.
Okay, so in London, what has been going on? Why did we go into London first, and then you'll get to hear
there was a sort of jewelry, and we were going to go, and as is tradition, to see the lights.
Oh, instead of going, I'm going to shake my bells.
We went to see the lights. I prefer the motion of you shaking the bells because it looks like you're having like an electric shock every time. It looks like I'm electrocuting you. Like I've got one of those like special. You got electrodes on your buttocks, and every time I press the button,
it's like that episode of Brooklyn Nine-Nine, the
No
final
one
high. Is it the final high?
Oh,
When they have the electric wrists and they like electrocute each other.
Yeah, you can get electric pants and things that you can put a current through, but that's
anyway. So what? So we went into London for a
walk.
No, we went into London for a guitar. For me,
Well, I mean,
because my parents are very, very nice, and they said that I could get a guitar, and I'm learning guitar, and I'm very, very happy.
He's very happy. He hasn't put it down. Slightly regretting that it wasn't an electric one where he could plug his headphones in and drown out the racket. You say playing the guitar, but really it's more hammering the strings. Isn't that right? Isn't that right, Droopy? Is that a shake of agreement or a shake of...
That's a shake of agreement.
What's a no?
It's a no and it's a yes.
People can't see you nodding though. It's
no,
audio.
I know. It's meant to be confusing.
We're on the road again.
Thanks for that.
Yeah. What are we doing today, kid?
Well, what, like at the moment, or what's the aim of the day?
Well, what's the aim of the day?
The aim of the day is to find a guitar
What for?
for playing,
Why?
because music is good.
Well, why do you want a guitar?
To play music.
Is this going to go the same way as the bike
No.
and the skateboard?
No.
No, and
By the way,
karate?
he's still speaking. This was about 8 years ago when I stopped. So
Right.
it's clearly
We
stopped
saved up so many Tesco points and had enough to buy from a bike shop because it was triple value. We got him a bike. And how many times did you
so
ride
how
the
old
bike?
was I when this happened?
How many times?
Was that what in year 2?
I don't. No. It was
I was 7.
Right. And how many times did you ride the bike?
I didn't count.
Because you couldn't. Well, you couldn't count. You were that young, but it was probably about 3 times. Carry on. So what are we doing today? So why do you want to learn the guitar?
Because I want to do something that isn't on the screen in between. Like, 'cause I'm going to be at home quite a lot revising, and it's just good to have a break and do something that isn't on the screen per se.
Unless you're watching a tutorial on YouTube.
No, that doesn't count.
It's on the screen.
Because it's with the intention of not being on the screen.
Oh, right. So you can learn to read music.
Yeah, before I can actually read English.
Or speak it, it seems.
It's
So go on, where are we going? So we're a road trip again, not Manchester this time.
not really a road trip. Road trip to train trip to London trip.
All right, we're going on the train. On the stinking Northern Line.
God, he's in a good mood today, isn't he? Is there anything that you don't have a problem with? The trains, do you have a problem with walking? Ugh,
No.
the ground.
No, walking's all right. I don't mind walking. It's just the stinking trains I don't like. The overpriced stinking trains. It's the worst time of year to be doing any window shopping. Oh, we're going to window shop today, aren't we?
Well, I'd rather go inside, it's quite cold.
So we went to London.
So we did.
I genuinely didn't think we'd be leaving with a guitar.
Why do you think you get nicked?
No, well, probably it's London. But we ended up going into a good old school guitar shop.
We went into a good old school.
A good old school guitar shop, like not on Tinternet. We went and actually had a real life experience with interacting.
Yeah, it's the
with
first
people.
time I've spoken to real people in about 4 weeks.
Oh, they say real people. They were music shop people, so it was a bit like sort of music shop version of CEX. It was full of like a bit geeky guitar geeks, wasn't it? And we went into the special room at the back where the acoustic guitars were, and we were presented with one which was clearly too expensive for us. And I don't know why they thought Yoni would want a guitar that was over £1,000, considering he's never played a chord in his life. He must have had the look.
Yeah, each chord I play would be about 5p.
What, for the life of the guitar?
Yeah.
We're on Tottenham Court Road,
We are on
Brody.
Tottenham Court Road in London, and we're just walking past the Dominion Theatre.
Yes, I think.
And it's
I can't
very,
hear what
very
he's saying,
busy.
so I'm just going to speak over him.
It's very busy.
Yes.
It's really busy.
Yes. New. So what's happened is we bought a guitar.
Yeah. You bought a guitar.
I'm very, very, very thankful.
Now
for
we're going
it
to go
for.
down to Oxford. Where are we going? Oxford Street.
Oh, it's not busy at
Do you
all.
think it's a bit busy? Happy now? You were complaining it wasn't busy enough
Yeah, it
for
wasn't
you.
busy enough for me.
Now it's busy.
Yeah, just a little bit.
Yeah.
It's quite crowded, isn't it?
Honestly, it's absolutely diabolical.
It's quite
I don't know
crowded,
why no one's
isn't it,
buying
Dad?
anything. There's just thousands of people doing
Yeah,
this
it's
stuff.
quite crowded today.
Yeah, just a bit.
At some point in the near future, we might get treated to a few chords, but not right now because I think
Of an Oasis song.
No, well, just a few chords.
Of an Oasis song.
Anyway, because I think right now you're not quite ready for prime time. Would that be a fair?
Maybe.
You're right. I'm not rising to it. Well, you're not ready for prime time. So let's shelve that one till maybe after
Okay.
Christmas.
Well, what did we see? We saw the lights, but we also saw a lot of Stranger Things
What?
content everywhere. It
What
was
do you mean,
everywhere. It was
like, what,
every
Primark?
Primark shop we went past.
Okay, so
every
and
on the
this-
train, every ad, it was everywhere, and for good reason because it's an amazing show. But I actually wanted to present you with something. I haven't told you about it, and I was thinking about it, and I actually did a little planning for once without you knowing.
Go on.
So I wanted to speak to you about, obviously Stranger Things is set in the
What,
1980s.
the
1960s, 1980s, like
It goes
1960s, sorry,
60s.
1980s. It's
I
like
wasn't born in the 60s.
you were born in the 50s.
Right. It's the 80s, not the 60s.
Yeah, there's some like
Starts in
flashbacks.
the
There's
80s.
like some flashbacks in the 60s, so that's why it's confusing.
So where are we going with this?
And I was thinking, because I see that show, and I know lots of my friends see the show and go, I wish I was a teenager in the 1980s.
Okay.
And like the fashion, like everything just looks a lot more.
So I was a teenager in 1987 was my first year, so it was the end of the 80s.
Yeah. And it just looks like everyone went out a lot more. Nobody's obviously got phones, so they're not sitting inside calling each other. They're actually going out there, having their own little adventures, and investigating Stranger Things.
All right.
See what I did there, guys?
All right, Droopy. And so what's your question?
My question is,
Yes.
what do you think? Do you think being a child, from what you've seen, is better now or back then?
I lived through the 80s. Now, Mum loved the 80s. She loves all that stuff. I personally thought it was rubbish.
Why?
Well, because I think everything's rubbish.
Fair enough. Apart from this podcast, which is one of the only things he really likes, as should you. So subscribe to it.
Like and subscribe.
Do you see what I did there?
You know what?
If you want.
I didn't really think the fashion was great in the 80s. It was very it wasn't my thing. I really liked the grunge scene and Nirvana and the Chili Peppers and all that. That was more my thing.
Oasis.
Expression of no, it didn't exist, mate. But TV wise, it was pretty cheesy actually. The main difference is we couldn't pick and choose, and we've said this before in the podcast that we didn't. I'm trying to have that we kind of sometimes too much choice isn't a good thing.
You're like, which bell do I ring? That one?
They're both the same bells. So the 80s were not particularly memorable for me. I think I was
the actual culture around like Star Wars had just come out. It was just
Star Wars
releasing
was out in the
rapidly.
70s.
Yeah, I know, but the Star Wars was about. There was all the all comic books, music, like
No,
music.
I do remember. Oh, yeah, but you're talking about TV or films or
and like things like shopping centres, cinemas.
well, they weren't a thing. There wasn't
those were big enough because there's no online shopping, was there?
No, there was no online.
Why? There's no Ocado.
No, there was no Internoodles. Near where Grandma and Grandpa lived, there was this multiplex that opened, and in that multiplex there was a 5-screen cinema, there was a deep pan pizza, and there was a bowling alley. So when we went on dates, when we started dating,
When your friends went on dates, and
I
you
used to
didn't.
go too, and there are people that live people that actually went on dates with me.
There are
They
live
weren't
people.
necessarily successful.
I kind of expected them to be alive dads.
And we used to go bowling, pizza, and cinema. So you'd woo your date with amazing
The thing
10-pin
is,
bowling
none of those
skills.
things work anymore. Because think about it, cinema you just watch at home.
Yes.
You can order pizza in,
Yes.
and you can play Wii Fit and do bowling.
Play
there.
Wii Fit. No, but the bowling thing, it wasn't seen as being something bad. It was a social thing we did. It was where we all just met. Some people bowled, some people didn't.
No, but even this music. I mean, like Stranger Things, for example, the
Yes.
music they play in it completely revives it. And they're such catchy songs, and
Yeah,
everyone
that's
sings
just-
them for a good few months after the show
Yes,
comes out.
but that's
even
just what
longer.
it was like.
I mean, for me,
People used to pay attention
for
to
me,
things.
Running Up That Hill by Kate Bush is now synonymous with Stranger Things.
Right, but I
completely.
wasn't really into Kate Bush. But yes, it's an anthemic
No, neither.
song.
It's, I don't even. Like, I can't recall any of her songs other than that because that one.
Well, she was quite niche. She was quite big, but quite...
We ran up that hill,
yeah,
make a
and she
deal
did
with
lots of other
God.
stuff as well. Exactly
We
that.
ran
But
up
there was
places.
when there was a guy called Prince. Have you heard of Prince?
I think so.
He then changed his name because he wanted to just be a sign. So the artist formerly known as Prince.
Princess.
No,
Oh.
he became the artist formerly known as Prince, and then he changed it to an ankh, like a weird sort of scripture sign. So he was just known as that.
No, but like for example, this season now, one of the songs they've
So what's
put in-
I still don't know what the question
one of the
is.
songs they're putting is the one with upside down.
Now you tell me. That's more of a disco
Inside
song. That's
down.
more like late 70s, I think.
Yeah, but obviously you know how the show's got like that upside down thing and like
Right.
different.
Yeah.
So they
I
obviously
see. I
did
don't have any
that.
patience for those shows. It just goes on too long.
No,
It's
neither
too
do I
many-
usually, but I don't know. I really like that one.
So what's captured your imagination? The retro aspect.
The retro aspects are like looking at people my age from a time I wasn't alive.
Okay.
That and it was all the same with it.
Yeah, but that's kind of American kids, though. They were a bit different to
True.
British kids. So do you feel...
the dynamic between?
See, do you feel
the
like...
classes-
See, I feel like I would have loved to have been older in the 70s. Like, I would like to have been in my teens in the 70s. I'd like to have experienced the 70s
So,
era.
yeah, so I feel like I would have rather have been older in the 2010s. But I was
90s you'd have liked, because it was all like the end of the 90s with Nirvana, and you'd have been very into what I was into, I think. Do you think, though, it's natural to want to have what you don't have, like, because you see what it was like and you think, oh,
as
so-
that one song puts very well that I can't remember the name of, but whatever it is, it's a good song. Only miss the sun when it starts to snow. Only know you love her when you let her go.
Thank goodness I've got a decent mic, because it was almost passable.
Yes.
That's very romantic. Is that what you sing to your friends? Ooh,
No.
let me sing you a song, and let me get my guitar,
it's,
and I'll play you a song.
No, but I think everyone always wants what they can't have. I genuinely think.
I'd like a son who doesn't wear dealy boppers when bells hanging off during
Listen,
the podcast.
I do not
recording.
appreciate this discrimination based on my antlers. Listen, I was born with these.
Discrim Bell Nation.
Going out like with your friends, just and like communicating through that the walkie-talkie.
The walkie-talkies. Yeah, we
Yeah.
didn't always have those. That was
Yeah, but emphasis on always. The fact you did is still really cool.
we did have those, actually. They're more like CB radios.
That's like I don't know, just being like, and then just
Yeah, the
like calling to
walkie-talkies.
each other on the
were-
radio, and then like getting on your bike and going to each other's
That's
house.
the very stranger things. It's not what really happened a lot.
Yeah, I
in
know,
the
but
80s.
I'm sure it did in some
Well,
places.
I mean, we had walkie-talkies with massive aerials that used to go for about
exactly, yeah,
2 meters, but they never really worked as advertised. There was a shop called Tandy. They always had these electric gadgets, and you get like
No, my
walkie-talkies.
antlers are falling off. Wait. Sometimes my balls.
So it was
just,
a-
my belts. Just fall off.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Can you? Right.
I did not mean to do that.
No. Well, Freudian slip, if there ever was one. What are you doing with your red nose, Rudolph Droopy? No, it is. No. Don't hit the microphone with your antlers.
Listen, I'm not trying to hit the mic with my microphone.
Why are you speaking like that?
Listen, my nose has changed.
Anyway, it was an interesting time. 80s weren't a favourite, but they were a lot more they were kind of more chill.
Yeah, they're just more chill, dude.
Well, they were, and then the 90s were a bit more frantic, because obviously I was old enough to go out and to clubs and gigs, and I was more your age in the 90s. What do you think you don't have now that you're missing out on?
I feel like we
What are you missing
have
out on?
the exact thing that you feel like you would have missed out on.
What?
Technology. I feel like the fact we have technology makes our childhood
But
different.
we didn't know about it.
Yeah,
technology.
I know.
It wasn't something that, like,
I know,
you don't
but-
know what you're
Yeah,
going to
but
have
does-
in 20 years.
I'm sure part of you wish you grew up with a mobile, like a phone.
No, I actually don't regret. I don't wish we grew up with a mobile phone.
Really?
No,
Not
at all.
Not games consoles.
No. No, because it was special when we played games together. Like, we actually interacted. We go to
Yeah,
someone's house.
exactly. That's something that I think we miss
You're
out on. But
losing
then
the
again,
social
I think we
aspect.
also gain different.
But even with
experiences
even with the original consoles, like like SNES and Mario, like a Nintendo, Super Nintendo, Sega Dreamcast, all those things. We used to still, like, some people had their own controllers and they'd go around to people's house because not everyone had one and there was no online community. So if, let's say, you would go and have competition. I've told you the story about the guy who had a special cloth for one of the athletic games, like a chamois leather that he would use and wrap his finger around it so he could press 2 buttons really quickly to do the running in the running games, and he'd like wipe his finger over the A and B button to do it really quickly, but it was his lucky cloth, and he'd bring it to a friend's house with his controller.
That sounds like a really interesting person.
It was very funny. He had a special cloth. It was very communal.
Yeah, and I feel like that's something we miss out on. I think we get other experiences from the technology we have. For example, when we were in lockdown, I don't think you would have had a good time at all. I think you probably would have gone way more insane than we did, considering we had games consoles, almost like be with our friends while not being with our friends.
That's interesting. You're probably right, but then we didn't know any different.
No, you didn't. But I feel like we don't know any different from having our technology. Would you rather, let's say, be an adult now, or like in today's time, or back then?
No, back then. I think things have made it very difficult for you.
Well, that's controversial.
To develop as a teenager. I think you have it a lot more difficult. I think you have it tougher. I think you're living in a much tougher world than we were.
Yeah.
And it might not be that it really is. It just might be that you're more aware of it because you've got access to the information that we never had. So if something happened, you know about it almost as soon as it happens. Whether it be to a friend or news or the world, we didn't know.
But do you reckon that Grandma and Grandpa would say when they were a kid that was a better time than when?
I don't know. I don't know if Grandma. I think Grandma had a difficult childhood. I think she would used to help on the markets with my grandpa or her dad, and I think that it was tough in different ways. A lack of choice sometimes can be positive because you are limited as to what your options are, and which meant you find the best route, and you find the best route to enjoy yourself with minimal distraction. But on the other hand, you've got a lot of choice, and therefore you've got a lot of things you can choose from to entertain yourself with.
The festive season is a time for miracles. It's a time when miracles happen. It's a time when you might see a miracle. It's a time when you might be a part of a miracle.
Hey.
However, the miracle this Christmas, this Hanukkah, this
Festive
whatever you celebrate, the miracle was Dad went through a whole meal outside of our house without complaining.
You know what? We ended our trip into the wonderful multicultural heartbeat of the UK, and we went to a Chops house, didn't we?
We went to Blacklock.
So tell us about the place we're going to. What do you know about it?
So we are going to Blacklock. Ooh.
Blacklock, right.
Hopefully you put a sound effect there.
Yeah.
And
What have you seen?
So it's known for its like 25 quid like chops, but like you
Chops.
get loads of meat.
Loads
on
of
the
meat.
plate.
It's known for meat.
But it's also known for its steaks.
And steaks, or meats. The steaks are meats.
No,
Unless
but
you
it's
have a
known for those. It's
cauliflower
known for
steak.
like the like group of chops and steaks.
And what are you going to have?
I'm gonna get a steak.
You're not going to have chops?
I'm not gonna have the chops.
Chippy chops?
No.
Right. And I'm starving.
Thanks for that.
Yeah. So, and how do you know about this place?
Well, my friend told me, and then I wanted to find out more, so I looked it up on
Social media.
no TikTok. It was right there for you.
Oh. So try again.
I looked it up on
TikTok.
yeah. After my friend told me.
We've just had our main meal. What do you think of it, Yoni?
Oh,
I don't know if that's a good noise or a bad noise.
very good noise. I just inhaled a steak.
Should have just eaten it with a knife and fork like anyone. Well, it's Saturday night. We're in London. It's very noisy. I've just had like a platter of meat with ciabatta and some chips.
I had a sirloin and I ate it very good. 5 stars out of 5 from me. Make sure to like and subscribe to Yoni's Food Reviews. Thank you.
I actually really enjoyed mine too. I know that sounds hard to believe. We're just deciding on desserts now. What are we thinking? Let's read out the things. White chocolate cheesecake with seasonal berries. Bread and butter pudding. A bowl of ice cream. But I don't think you like berries.
I just seen something that's likely filled to the brim with sugar, and I'm so excited.
And much excitement on the table because the cheesecake's arrived. And it's scooped up from a trough. The waiter came with a trough of cheesecake and scooped it and dolloped it into the bowl. And Yoni's just sitting across the table from now. He's taking his mouthful, his second mouthful. He's dipping his spoon in.
Berries, remember the berries?
He's putting the spoon into his mouth. Putting his spoon into his mouth. And there's more berries.
There we go.
He's now putting the spoon into his mouth. Now he's putting berries on. I forgot about. Didn't see the berries. Little compote there. He's putting the berries on top. He wants a word. Finally managed to digest his mouthful of food.
The berries make it healthy.
5 a day, just 5 berries.
White chocolate cheesecake.
White chocolate cheesecake. I thought actually Yoni was in a bit of a food coma after a while then. Yoni was in a bit and Yoni couldn't make it. He conceded defeat at the final mouthful.
I have been defeated.
Defeated by the white chocolate cheesecake. To be fair, the portion was enormous.
We're sitting there, and we said that apparently it's famous for its cheesecake. And how do you know it's famous for its cheesecake?
TikTok.
TikTok. We ordered. Yoni likes his desserts, so
I do like my desserts, but I don't like. I have a sweet tooth, but not enough that I can like indulge in like piles of sweet stuff.
Right,
I
so,
do. I
well,
can
we
get
didn't know. We
quite-
thought,
it can
well-
get quite sickly for me quite easy.
yeah. To be fair, he's relatively monitored when he has his sweet stuff. But we ordered like 2 portions of cheesecake to share. Well, Yoni had his own, and me and Yoni's mum shared the other one. And then the guy came to the table, and it was like a white chocolate shavings cheesecake thing, right? And he came with what is a dish. I could only describe it as a dish, the sort of size that you would cook a cottage pie in. Would that be a fair?
Bigger.
Bigger than the cottage pie, like a cottage pie for the family rather than individual portions. So he came to the table, and I thought, I can't be... Anyway, but he did scoop out what was probably about a quarter of it for Yoni and the other quarter for us. And it was delicious, and we liked it, but Yoni had to leave some of it. But that was good. And then we got the train home, but we should have had a little walk, which was good because we needed a walk to walk off the plate of meat.
90,000 calories.
Yeah, it was probably a week's worth of calories in one portion of cheese, but it was delicious. And
I've been eating dusts in.
dust, anyone? Dust. But it's so as a recommendation, believe it or not, we're going to end the year. We're going to end 2025 and our first swathe of podcasts with a positive note that I enjoyed a meal.
Woo!
Thank you for your support in 2025.
You're welcome.
No, not you, the
Oh.
listeners. But thank you as well, Yoni,
Thank you. You're
for
welcome.
your support. And maybe in 2026 you can put a plate in the dishwasher.
Yeah, nah.
No? But it's been great, and we've really enjoyed this, and it's been nice to sit and talk to you, regardless of what ridiculous headgear you're wearing. We will be back in the new year. So, Merry Christmas, everybody. Happy Hanukkah. Happy almost last night of Hanukkah, actually. No. I don't want to hear. Can you stop? I can't do it. It's very difficult. I can't talk and you jingle all the way.
Hey, what if I jingle and sing?
Multitasking. You sound like one of those really cheap Christmas cards that incessantly play a tune badly.
I'll take that.
But
Yeah.
we'll be back in 2026. Thank you so much, everybody.
Thank you, everyone.
Please email us over the holiday season.
At studio at.
What? Say it again.
At studio
At
at.
studio at. What email address is that?
Send us email, please, if you want.
All right.
At-
Yoni's forgotten how to speak. Email us at studio at generationgapcast. I can't think and say it either.
You can email us at
Studio at generationgapcast.com. You can find us on the socials.
studio at.
No, not
Generation
studio.
Gapcast. It's just
I
Generation
still can't-
Gapcast. It's just Generation
It's just
Gapcast.
Generation Gapcast at the
You can
usual
find us,
places.
yeah.
And obviously you can listen to us because you're
Not on BlackBerry Messenger, sorry.
No, we're not on BlackBerry. BBM. We're not on BBM, everybody. And we're not on WAP. So, WAP. There we go. But thank you very much. You've been wonderful. Happy New Year. Happy Christmas.
Happy New Year, everyone.
Hanukkah. Chag Sameach. Merry Christmas. Ho, ho, ho.